So I cannot even begin to tell you how many requests I've had for this, and just by looking at the bowl you've probably guessed. Chapattis, guys, the ever so popular chapatti. So what do you need for chapatti? You need some atta, chapatti flour. This is whole wheat flour. It won't work as well with plain flour or self-raising flour. So chapatti flour is a special type of flour that is milled a little bit differently, and this is what you need. So you can use white chapatti flour, you can use brown, or you can use a mixture of the two. It's up to you. What I'm going to do is, in this plate over here, is just take out about 1.5 spoons, dessert spoons of flour, and that's just for the rolling out for a little bit later. And then what I want to add to my chapatti flour is some vegetable oil. This is just rapeseed oil. So add that, and now I've got some water here which is lukewarm, and what I'm going to do is add that to my flour and slowly, using the fingertips, start to just bring the dough together. And as the dough becomes thicker, we then incorporate the whole of our hand in the kneading motion. So you are just using your fingers to start with. And I had a request saying, DIPNA, when you show chapattis, don't do the fast forward, because we want to see exactly how we call it gun the atta. So this is me gunning the atta. Okay. I mean, in terms of what size you make your chapattis, it depends. Mine, being a Punjabi, mine are, I wouldn't say huge, but yeah, they're like, you know, pretty Punjabi size, if that's the right word to use. Okay. And right, it's coming together nicely now, and what we're looking to form is a nice bouncy dough. So now I'm using the whole of my hand and I'm beginning to squeeze the atta, and also using my knuckles and fist to bring it all together. I also need a little bit more water because it's still dry from the bottom, and just now starting to form my dough ball with the atta, and also cleaning around the edges of the bowl, and at the same time pressing and squeezing, almost like you're giving the dough a massage. So I'm just going to dip my hand now in the water a little bit. That's it, perfect. So what the oil does is just gives it a nice fluffier texture. So just a touch of oil. I haven't put salt in this, no need, because if you are going to butter your chapatti, then no salt required. Actually, you don't need salt in atta. Some people add it. I mean, it's not essential. So there you go. And you can also make brate out of this as well, the same dough. So there you go. Now I'm just kneading just for about a minute or two, just massaging, using my knuckles, folding the dough. Really, yeah, actually a good workout. So you can imagine how much atta we have to gun at the restaurant when we're serving a good 150 to 200 chapattis a night. Quite a lot. I mean, when I have a curry, I can eat 1 chapatti. My dad, I think he can do like 2, but I know people who can have like 6 chapattis at one time. We should do a chapatti challenge. How many rotis can you eat? Yeah, this word roti has a double meaning. So when my food at home is ready, my mum will say, "Tepe, roti's ready," which means your food's ready. But roti is also the word for bread. So I was working on a project recently, and we were trying to come up with some branding for the word roti, which has a double meaning. So yeah, so chapattis, I would say the most popular Indian bread, on par with naan. Right, can I just show you? That is my Nice bouncy chapati dough. I am just rounding now. Now, even though this doesn't have a proving agent in, you still need to leave the chapati dough to rest. You can also put this in the fridge and use it, you know, within 2 days. That's absolutely fine. But right now, I'm going to give it about 30 minutes. What I normally do is, if I get this mat out the way, I'll show you what I normally do. Is if I'm going to use it within like 30 minutes, so just round that to show you again what the chapati dough should look like. And I normally leave it on a work surface and put that same bowl over it and then leave it for 30 minutes. My chapati dough has been resting for about 30 minutes and it's now perfect. I am ready to roll. So I'm getting about, I would say about 50 to 55 grams in weight in terms of size of the dough ball, and I'm rounding it using the palm of my hand, my thumb, my small finger, like this. And now what I want to do is just dip it into my sukka atta, and on that side whilst pressing it down, and again, and then I am just expanding the edges of the disc using my fingers. Dip it one more time, and now let's go ahead and roll it out. Okay, and as you can see, it's rotating by itself because I am applying some pressure to my rolling pin, but not so much. So it is beginning to round perfectly. And what I'm going to do with this one is cook it on the tawa, half cook it on one side, half cook it on the other side, and then toss it over the naked flame. And my portable burner doesn't really allow me to do that, so I'm going to go ahead on that side and use Mum's one. In fact, this is ready. So let me ask Mum. Mum, can you heat the tawa, please? So it's important when you make chapatis to ensure your tawa is really good. That's the sign my tawa's being heated. Right, it's important that your tawa is nice and hot. So let me leave that there and show you one more. There you go. So same thing again. Probably going to make about out of that much dough, about 5 chapatis. So again, size is up to you. You can make little mini ones if you like. These are like medium ones, the way we make them at the restaurant. And you can imagine when we have an order at the restaurant for like 20 of these at once for one table, or if we have a banquet or a day, Saturday day service, and we have to make like 200 chapatis. So it's quite a mission. So you dip one side, you dip on the other side, roll it around. So you coat around as well, and then expand the disc. Okay, and in there again, and then roll it out. And you can see it's rotating perfectly. Now, if you haven't done these before, you might get all types of shapes and sizes. This is absolutely fine. It takes practice. When I do this with the students at the university, we get all sorts of shapes and sizes, maps of India and all sorts. But a bit more flour on this one. Okay, right. Mum's heated the tawa for me. It's perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and cook these now on the tawa. Right, come with me. Okay, right, my tawa is heated well. What I'm going to do is put that chapati on there, and Mum is kindly rolling out the other chapatis for me. So what I'm doing is half cooking on this side, half cooking on the other side, and then I will toss over the naked flame. Right, so that's taken about 25 seconds. I'm going to turn it over. You can use a tongue to do that. I've got my butter and my brush ready. And the butter goes on, of course, after your chapati is cooked. I mean, you can just cook or fully cook your chapati on your tawa like this, or you can toss it over the naked flame. Okay, let's have a look. It should be. And when those brown dots begin to form, you know it's pretty close to being tossed over the naked flame. So here goes, it's already starting to puff. Righty, let's get it onto my naked flame. Ta-da, look at that, guys. And they say when a chapati falls like this, whoever's eating it is hungry. Right, toss it over that side, perfect. Mum is doing another one, so whilst that is fulling, I can put another one on the tawa. Right, turn it over, lovely and puffy. Right, that is my chapati done, so I am going to take it out here, brush it with some butter, like this, and do a few more. That's how simple and easy it is to make a good chapati. Right, more coming right up. So I'm going to be enjoying these chapatis with some chicken curry. So half cooking on one side, it's starting to bubble. What I'm going to do is just turn that over and just half cook it on the other side as well. And I think showing you this way is a bit better, so you get to see a close-up. There you go. So if you have made chapatis before, tell me how many you make normally. Do you make them for the whole family? How many can you eat? Okay, so it's starting to bubble. I'm going to push that away from here, and I'm going to put my chapati on to my naked flame and just wait for that to rise like this. Perfect. Right, that is how you make perfect chapatis, guys. I have made quite a few to keep us going with our chicken curry. I hope you have enjoyed that. Here you have my delicious chapatis. That one surely needs some butter. There you go. So guys, I do hope you have enjoyed my chapati making session. In the meanwhile, stay safe and stay healthy. I'll be back soon. Bye.